Campaign 2006 is here, and your vote can make a difference. Comcast brings you the candidates on demand right now.
She's a teacher, a farm owner, and a naval commander, and she'd like to represent you in the 77th District. I'm Janelle Wolf, and you're watching a special edition of Comcast Newsmakers, Candidates on Demand. Joining me today is Barbara Spencer. She's the Republican candidate for Pennsylvania State Rep in the 77th Legislative District. Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers.
Thank you.
You have quite a varied background here. What exactly made you want to get involved in politics?
Well, it's because of my varied background. As a teacher, I have a really good understanding of the educational programs in our area and concerns. Also the concerns of educating our kids, and a farmer. It's a very large farming community, and I definitely have an inside feel for what is important for the farmer and preserving our agricultural heritage. And also, as a military officer, we're at war right now, and I think that there's a lot that families can identify with me, and I with them as well, knowing that their loved ones are in harm's way, and I think this sort of makes us connected. And because of all that, I feel that I can represent the people well, because I am the people.
Throughout the course of your campaign, are you finding that people are generally satisfied with the way things are going, or are they wanting to change?
Oh, they're definitely wanting to change. I've definitely sensed that on my door-to-door campaign. The big thing that I'm hearing is government reform, and that is something I very much support. I would never vote for a pay raise or support a pay raise. We've got lavish perks and per diem and free vehicles, things that I think are a lot of cost that has nothing to do with the legislating of the state.
That the taxpayers are paying for ultimately.
That's right, exactly. Another thing that I hear out there is property tax, and I think that's probably pretty much across the state. In my particular area, we have a large program in building our schools, and people are concerned about property tax going higher with that. And one of the things I would like to see ultimately is that education be taken out of property tax. I think it's an antiquated system. It's not working. We're seeing our schools really struggling, and you have a poor area that doesn't have a strong economy. The property tax just isn't going to be there to support the schools. And I think we need to fund it in some other way. It's interesting, our state's #1 expenditure is welfare. And I would far rather see our children get educated, get skills, and a diploma rather than a welfare check. And maybe we need to start making education our #1 expenditure. And you take education out of property tax, and I think that'll solve a lot of the problem with property tax.
Shifting gears here for just a moment, would you call yourself a liberal? Would you say that you're a conservative, a little bit of both?
I'd say that I'm a moderate conservative, and in my area I think that's an important place to be, because we have quite a diverse population. We have our university community, and we have the blue-collar community, we have the farmer community. So you need to be somewhere that can see both sides, somewhere in the middle.
How about the side of the military side of our situation, where our men and women are overseas? The fact that you have a military background, you've got to have an opinion on that.
I'm concerned. I'm very concerned about where we're going to go in this war, and I don't know what the answer is. I've got a lot of very good friends and loved ones myself in harm's way, and I support our troops and whatever they have to do, and we'll just watch and wait and see what's going to happen.
We have about a minute to go, Barbara. But your final thoughts today as why the voters should remember you on November 7th.
I think that one of the important things about me is first of all, I love my job. I love to teach. And I am not looking at this as a career move. I am not a career politician. I've had an opportunity to be able to take my experiences to a higher level and represent the people.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Janelle Wolf, and this hour's newsmaker has been Barbara Spencer. She's the Republican candidate for Pennsylvania State Representative in the 77th Legislative District. This has been a special edition of Comcast Newsmakers, Candidates on Demand, and to see all the candidates, go to the Get Local section of Comcast Digital's on-demand service that begins on October 20th.